We've been talking 5 undeniable truths about money, the economy, and so forth. The fourth one is governments intend to weaponize money against the people. Now, we're talking central bank digital currency. We're talking the IMF is involved in this. President Biden wrote an executive order. They have intention for you to have no privacy. Everything you buy, sell, do, be monitored. The government would have a line item veto on all your spending. And all this will be legal because you'll agree to the terms. There'll be a financial crisis, and this will be shown as the only path out. This is the domestic economic war, aka the Great Reset. And we know that they've been debanking people like Tucker Carlson, Nigel Farage, and our friend Nick Vujicic. And they say, basically, if you support the wrong politician, we'll take your bank account away. This isn't conjecture. It's an undeniable truth. And we'll put in the battle plan the exact quote and the link where you can see that the Canadian finance minister actually said that. So can we all agree that governments intend to weaponize currency and our access to it? They tell us what they're going to do, and we see them doing it even now in crude ways. So what happens when they get CBDC? Of course they'll take control. Undeniable truth number 5, money is changing in major ways. That's true whether you use PayPal and Venmo. Those didn't exist 30 years ago. Or tap to pay on your iPhone, or Bitcoin, or a cashless society where you go in, we don't take cash here. Or the reverse ATMs where you put cash in and they give you a debit card out. Here's a quote, the cashless future is here, so is Big Brother. All those things are happening right now, and the speed of change is accelerating. It's very easy to slip in an all-digital currency. But I have a question. If money's changing, shouldn't the changes be optional and beneficial? I think they should. So our 5 undeniable truths are absolute. Our debt path is unsustainable. Other nations are targeting our currency. Inflation and the Cantillon effect are hurting the poor and creating a wealth gap and destabilization. Governments intend to weaponize our currency, and money is changing in major ways. So what do we do about it? That's just point number 1. Our money's failing, and it will be replaced. It's a matter of time. So what do? We have one constitutional alternative, and the time to act is now. So if you weren't depressed by the 5 undeniable truths that prove our money is failing, you're not paying attention. The good news is we have an answer, and states can do something about it. I've written about this in the book Pirate Money. You've probably heard us talk about it. States can create constitutional currency under Article 1, Section 10 that would be transactional gold and silver. And this is gold doubloon, and this is a silver piece of 8. Can you imagine instead using a debit card or tap to pay and using gold and silver? That's happening. It's happening right now on a commercial basis. The courts have approved the elements that are necessary. I cover all this in the book Pirate Money. We're not talking about eliminating the U.S. dollar, just offering a valid choice. And you know what? 25 states are considering it right now. I've met with legislators in Florida and Tennessee and Oklahoma and Texas and Utah and Georgia and Kansas and Iowa and Alaska. 25 states are looking at doing what we call pirate money. It's incredible. So what is money? It's a unit of account. It's a medium of exchange. It's a store of value. According to the Bible, it's gold and silver. According to the founders in the Constitution, it's gold and silver. Guess what? We have a way to make that transactional and useful. If we make it transactional and useful, according to what I wrote here and according to what I've written in other papers, it might mean you could own gold and silver without fear of capital gains taxation because you are owning money and not a commodity or an asset. So the founders, they hated paper money. George Washington said, paper money has had the effect in your state that it will ever have. Ruin commerce, suppress the honest, and open the door to every species of fraud and injustice. Jefferson was a little more direct. He said, paper is poverty. It's only the ghost of money and not money itself.